All right, on this meeting, please rise and join us in the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, welcome everyone. Let the roll call show all board members are present. Eric Minks is joining us via Zoom. And we will go right into our student showcase, early childhood.
I can use this mic up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then presentation.
Send one to us.
We did. Emily has it. It's printed out over there. I
So
can.
Emily probably will put it on.
Perfect. All right. So my name is Stephanie Middendorf. I am so lucky to know a lot of you in the crowd, which I'm a little nervous, you guys, because I presented at a school board meeting before, but this is the most attendance, which makes me really happy. But also like a little nervous because one, I can't say, like if nobody laughs at my jokes, I can't say tough crowd. And I didn't know Ben Barn wasn't here, so I can't even be like, he doesn't get my sense of humor. So please be kind to me tonight. But I'm so excited to see a lot of you in the crowd. But my name is Stephanie Middendorf, and I am the early childhood coordinator here at Princeton Public Schools. All right, perfect. You're magic, Emily, wherever you are.
She's in that little owl thing there.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Emily. So my presentation is short because there is a closed board session after, correct? So I have about 7.5 minutes that I already wasted part of it. So I get to work actually in this building connected with here that you see the old district office. And now there's a few playgrounds, so it definitely, the district office definitely doesn't want to be there. It looks and it's made for young children with the updates that were done back in 2016. Do I have control over the PowerPoint? Okay, so, oh, this is kind of nice. Can you please change this? Yes. As you can see up on this display here, and over there, it is our amazing staff. Please not this one, that's just me. That's my role. As of your roles are ever changing, so is mine. A big part of my job though is, as you can see, early childhood screening, setting up all the classes for registration, getting kids signed up in our census so we know numbers for kiddos going into kindergarten. That helps our budget so we know, how to project how many classrooms we need, and which helps not only the families get ready for kindergarten to know about like upcoming events like kindergarten safari, but also to help our teachers, because then the teachers can stay in that grade section. So the better our census is, so the better we know of upcoming kiddos, the better decisions the board can make and admin can make. We also, let's see, I help out with the Early Childhood Advisory Council. So those are parents in our community that can help make fun events for their kiddos. And if you didn't know, we also have a community ed advisory council, but the Early Childhood Advisory Council is specific for kiddos that are from birth to 5. One of our board members, Melissa, used to be on it, but as you know, kids get older, and so parents kind of exit because their kiddos, they might want to be on the PTO, at your schools, hopefully.
It's a great organization.
I know, see? So sometimes it's hard to get new parents involved, but we do have quite a few parents. Under, one hand, but that's, early childhood, this is what we're trying to count for, so that's, but we're always looking for families, so we try to market that. It just helps me promote free or very cheap events for young children in our community. Next slide, please, Emily. I wasted way too long on that one. I don't need to see that picture. All right, perfect. So here's a big part of my job is early childhood screening. So screening is kind of just a check-in. The MDE has had a hard time, especially for educating families on what is an early childhood screening. An early childhood screening is just basically that. It's a check-in to see that the child's right on track with all of those milestones. Think about when they go to the doctor for a wellness exam, making sure they're on track. If they're not on track, we provide services for those families, whether it's preschool, recommending preschool, not just through our district, but maybe recommending, hey, maybe you could go to one of our great preschools in our community, but hopefully it's ours. Or maybe they need speech services, maybe they need a lot of things, right? So the earlier we do that, the better. So 3 is the recommended age. So I kind of didn't mention in the last slide, I started working for Princeton Public Schools 8 years ago. I was a classroom teacher for 4 years, and then this is my 4th year in the current position. So I like to say I get better at it every year. I hope I can keep saying that. Screening numbers, I definitely did. I started in 2020. And as you know, that year was probably not the best year to go off of because the numbers were not correct because of COVID. But we screened 164, the next year was 236, and the following year was 277. I keep thinking of how can we help families know about screening and then removing barriers. One of the ways is we go to public centers in town to help those families that can't take off of work. As you know, like it costs money to take off work if like they can't, they might not have those sick days. So we've gone to Grow With Us and Bright Child. And if it's a home, we offer that partnership with home daycares as well. As long as they have 3 eligible children, we'll go out to their house. Oh, and we also use our online system, LEO, which is a great access for families to register right online at their convenience. Next slide, Emily, please. One new initiative, we are getting funding from NDE to offer this optional resource for families for screening that they could have they don't have to do this by any means, but they could have their child's urine tested for chemicals. And this would, maybe they have something in their water at home, and they would get follow-up if there were any metals in their child's urine, and a bunch of other chemicals. And they also would get a $40 gift card. They can bypass this, but we're one of the school districts that were offered this opportunity to help provide this resource to families. They also could get a private well kit if they live in the country and aren't connected to the city water system. So it's a great resource that we just got approval for until May. And if they have a child between 3 to 6, they're eligible for that. Next slide, please, Emily. And that's just some of the benefits. I kind of talked to that. Next slide, please. There is the amazing ECFE team, and I put them on there because if you didn't know, ECFE hasn't been around forever, and I'm talking about early childhood family education, and the state is recognizing ECFE this year because it has been a funded program for the state for 50 years. Princeton hasn't had it, of course, for all the 50 years, but it has been in the state now for 50 years, and there is our team, so that's super awesome. Next slide, please, Emily. And I just stole these 2 slides from their doing these special slides for a part of a statewide program to recognize all the great school districts that offer ECFE. So these are just a couple of the quotes, but hopefully maybe you knew already what ECFE was, or you knew a friend that has attended that. But it's a great resource for families when they we're the first ones that they see if they've never been a part of the school district. And a lot of times parents could be, alone, maybe they're a stay-at-home parent, and they just want to build community, or maybe they have a child that just needs some interaction. So it's a great first window into the Princeton School District. So we have a great program. I'm so thankful for that. Next slide, Emily, please. Another big part of my role is preschool. We offer a great robust program for all children ages 3 to 5. Preschool is funded a little different right now from the state, different from K-12. So it gets a little tricky because we are a community-based preschool, which means we don't receive specific money from the state, like per pupil, as some districts might. But we have an amazing program. We have so many options for families in our community that vary in cost, but we also are able to offer scholarships to get access to those great classes. So right now, which is it's always changing, we're always adding kiddos, but we have 225 students. But this year we have so many opportunities for families. Maybe they only want a 1/2 day. Maybe they want all day every day. Because again, working families might need an all day setting. Some families though, we can't always assume that more is best. Because some families might want that time they're able to be at home. They want just to have that child to have some social interaction with another friend. So we offer so many options from half-day settings. We even have an evening class. So working families could come to preschool on Thursday nights. One of the big things about our program that are different from other school settings is that we are inclusive with special education. I work with a lot of different early child coordinators in the state, and a lot of programs do not have an inclusive program with special ed. This means that a lot of our classes have ECSE students, so early childhood special ed students, along with kiddos coming to community preschool. This is a great setting because, as you know, they're going to be in that setting from K-12. And that not only helps kiddos receiving services, it helps all children. So it's super important. One big thing we did this year is that all of our teachers attended letters training, and that's a part of the READ Act, and we are already done with that. We actually had our last session on Friday, so I'm super excited that all of our teachers they're amazing teachers before that, and now they're even better. We have a curriculum called Frog Street, and we are now currently using FastBridge, which is what primary school and intermediate uses, and it's just gonna help that vertical alignment even better. I'm talking really fast. I'm gonna say next slide, please, Emily. And then those are just a couple quotes. I know, as a teacher and when we teach our kids, don't use size this font. But these are just, I couldn't stop, but I'm gonna read one of them. It's been a great way to integrate into the school routine and make friends that they will have in kindergarten. It has really blossomed their social and learning skills. It's helped them get prepared for their future school career. And that's just from a parent of 2 kids who attended Hannah preschool. And all of those quotes are just anonymous, because I told them I'd make it anonymous. And then next slide, which I think we're almost there. We have a very exciting event coming up. Typically, we would always just have registration, and that would be, it opens up online. But a lot of parents have questions that they might be new to our district. Maybe they don't even know we have preschool in our district, right? So we are having an open house on March 11th from 4 to 6. It is targeted for future preschool families. They can come see all the classrooms, see our site, see the playgrounds, tour the playgrounds, but meet the staff, because that's super important when you are trusting someone else with your kiddo, especially if they've never been with, out and had it separated before. So that's super exciting. Our staff is super excited to see that turnout. And then that following morning, we have registration starting at 8 a.m. online. And we switched to online registration, I believe, even before I started, like back before 2016, but we are now using that LEO system, which has made it even better. And it's been smooth ever since I've been in this position. And then the last slide is just a video that maybe somebody sitting where I was told me I needed to share. But thank you so much. We're gonna watch the video, and then my time is already over. And there is no sound.
There is no sound.
No, there is sound.
Oh, so-
But I said, Emily, there's no sound.
On the basics. That's why we've carefully selected renowned curriculum to
Okay, sorry about that.
Thanks, That'd be a horrible video, Jason, without sound.
It would be entertaining.
You're
She's
so
got it
kind.
memorized, she can just.
Yes.
Oh, no. Emily's the best.
I don't get the video to play, but if you wanted to try to bring it up on the boardroom computer, it might work. But I can't get the audio to work, sorry.
It had started to play.
Yeah.
Do it again, Emily. You were doing it right, and then I interrupted you.
At school, my teacher gives me this much water.
Princeton Hand in Hand Preschool is located in Princeton, Minnesota. We are a part of Princeton Public Schools. At Princeton Public Schools Preschool, we believe in delivering an enriching educational experience that goes beyond the basics. That's why we've carefully selected renowned curriculum to ensure your child receives the best possible foundation for a successful future. We are 4-star parent-aware rated. This is the best rating. Our curriculum is anchored by Frog Street, a comprehensive and research-based program that sparks curiosity and fosters a love for learning. Through engaging activities and age-appropriate resources, children explore the world around them, building essential skills in literacy, math, and social emotional development. In addition to Frog Street, we prioritize language development with a Haggerty Phonemic Awareness Program. This proven curriculum provides a systematic and multi-sensory approach to phonics, laying the groundwork for strong reading and communication skills. Ensuring the well-rounded development of our students, we integrate the second step curriculum. This social emotional learning program empowers children with essential life skills, teaching them how to navigate emotions, build positive relationships, and make responsible choices. To track and celebrate your child's progress, we implement common assessments in line with the esteemed educational standards of Princeton Primary School. These assessments help us tailor our teaching approach to meet the unique needs of each child, ensuring a personalized and effective learning experience. We believe in the power of collaboration between parents and teachers. Regular conferences and progress updates keep you informed about your child's achievements and areas for growth, fostering strong partnership for your child's success. Give your child the advantage of a well-rounded education at Princeton Public Schools Preschool. Enroll now for the 2024-25 school year and watch as your little one blossoms into a confident and capable learner. We look forward to being a part of your child's educational journey. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. My name is Stephanie McCoy, and I'm the Early Childhood Coordinator for Princeton Public Schools at the Family Center.
It sounded better if you watch it line. Thank you, everybody.
Did anybody have any questions or comments for Ryan or Stephanie?
Just you guys are fabulous and just love the preschoolers.
You can come back to EC Advisory.
You know. The next day I have open on my calendar.
No, thank you so much for what you do. My life has kind of gone full circle and now I'm there with a grandson, so it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun and he's enjoying it, so thank you so much for what you do.
Well, it's a whole team. The team we
Yes.
have right now is
Yes.
amazing. So.
The teachers
Yes,
are
they are.
awesome, yes.
And then you also got your community fair coming up here at the end of April. That's exciting too.
Yeah, we have two big events. The Kindergarten Safari, yeah, on April 4th and April 27th, the Early Childhood Fair. So lots of fun stuff for our community for young children.
Awesome, thank you. All right, we had no citizen comments signed up, so we will move to board member committee reports, and we'll start with Sue.
I attended the State of the District address with staff development, and I also had a meeting with our student reps, and we spent quite a bit of time talking about what the legislative platform is, and hopefully they'll get an opportunity to go with us to the Capitol yet this spring, and and see how that system, how that all works. So that was an exciting meeting.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And then I had attended the last C general meeting, and I think Superintendent Barton reported about that. But I also sent you an email today that March 7th is our day, C Day at the Capitol. And if you are going to attend, I need your mailing address. And I need that soon.
Okay.
So I can make those reservations. I think we're with like 2 or 3 other districts. I think they were listed there as well, what I sent. So if you would let me know if that's doable for you, so I can, forward that on to Kim. And that's all, thank you.
Thank you. Eric?
Nothing to report.
I had executive agenda planning. I also attended the state of district with the staff meeting, for maybe 2 weekends ago, week and a half ago. The archery tournament had 1,000+ kids come through, so, that was a great day, 2 days for, a lot of students coming into our building. And then I attended the band concert.
All right, thank you. Melissa?
So I also was at the State of the District and Staff Development Day, and, it's always good to see you, say, all the staff actually. And I also had the school, start task force meeting, and then I went to we had a wrestling tournament this weekend for kids. Those kids are tough. I was really saying, if you have an opportunity to go see like the little kids wrestle, it's intense, but they did great, so at least the ones I was looking at did, so. And then also the other thing that if any of our board members, I know sometimes we get chances to go volunteer, I did Valentine's Day, I was at the primary school for Valentine's Day, and it's just so fabulous, the kids and their boxes, and like, just how, it's really great to see it all, so if you ever get a chance to go to any of their days, you know, it's a really good visit.
Chad?
Nothing to report. Okay.
I saw pictures of some of the Valentine's Day boxes and I was thinking, boy, they've changed.
Yeah.
Pretty creative. Sometimes I wonder how they get those boxes to school though. In one piece.
Yeah.
And then home.
It's, yeah.
Eric Minks, you got anything to report?
Nothing to report.
All right. I also attended, the State of the District Staff Development, morning where Ben spoke about the budget. And I had agenda planning, and that was it. So, we will move on to Student Council report.
Yeah,
Ellie, it's up.
my partner, Miss Lena, is at work, so me and her went over a list, and we met with Sue, obviously. Very good meeting, as always. Student Council, it's Black History Month, so we're kind of wrapping up that month, and then next month is Women's History Month. I went to the ECFE Valentine's Day, always a blast. We tattooed a lot of kids, temporary, of course. And I did some, you know, the kids like the face paint. As long as the butterfly looked a decent, like a butterfly in their eyes, that's all that mattered. Tomorrow I am participating for Tri-M in a band and choral petting zoo, kind of we call it. We're going over to the intermediate school. Some of the band kids are bringing their instruments to kind of put on display and let the kids hear what it sounds like. And then a few of the choir kids are going to sing the national anthem, just so that they can get pumped and be like, hey, choir is actually cool and band is kind of cool too. When you get to high school, band's not that cool. Yeah. I would say that about choir, but there's a lot of people in here tonight. And then speech tournament this week is home. There's like 600 speech kids coming on Saturday, on the same day as the basketball home. So if you want both, if you want speech nerd kids and basketball kids, come on down Saturday. And I think that's it. So yeah.
Awesome, thank you so much. Ben is not here tonight, so we don't have a superintendent report. We'll move on to approve our agenda. Would somebody like to make a motion to approve our agenda? Motion's been made by Chad.
Second, Melissa.
Second by Melissa. Any comments or questions? All right, hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, agenda is approved. Item 8, discuss and act on our previous board meeting minutes. Would somebody like to make a motion to approve the minutes from February 6th?
So moved.
Motion's been made by Melissa. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Chad. Any comments or questions on the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, minutes are approved. Consent agenda. Would somebody like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented? So moved. Motion's been made by Don. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Eric Stramberg. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, those are approved. We have no information items tonight and just a couple action items. So the first action item is we have a second reading on some policies that we looked at 2 weeks ago. Would somebody like to make a motion to approve those policies as presented?
So moved.
I'll second it.
It's like in concert here.
Soon.
Motion been made by Chad, seconded by Sue. Any comments or questions on the policies? All right, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Policies are approved. 2024-2025 school calendar. We looked at this last time also. Tonight it's here for our approval. Is there a motion to accept the 24-25 school calendar as presented? So moved. Motion's been made by Don. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Eric Stramberg. Any comments or questions on the calendar for next year? Chad?
Yeah, I just noticed last time too, that they didn't mark the first.
We just need the
Or the last
bolded
day?
For the first day, yeah.
Or the
It's
last-
on,
and the last day.
the last day is blue on this.
But they typically have like that little.
Oh, I was going by
Oh,
the-
piece around it. Yeah, I'll resend it to Emily. The updated one has it.
Oh, perfect.
The correct color coding.
Oh, okay.
Perfect, thanks.
I'll send that to Emily.
All right, we'll go ahead and vote on that. All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Calendar is approved. All right, last action item for tonight is the at-will contracts. Is there a motion to approve the at-will contracts as presented?
So moved, Melissa.
I'll second.
Motion's been made by Melissa, seconded by Chad. Any comments or questions on those? All right, we will vote by roll call on those and we'll start with Sue.
Yes.
Eric?
Yes.
Don? Yes. Deb, yes. Melissa?
Yes.
Chad?
Yes.
All right, those are approved. All right, we have no additions to the agenda. So, we need a motion now to, close our board meeting to discuss negotiation strategies. Motion's been made by Sue. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Eric Stramberg. Any comments or questions? All right, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, our board meeting is now closed for negotiations